March 7th, 2011. This is today's climate change update. I'm back. U.S. News, state of emergency in Florida wildfires. Titusville, Florida. Florida's Brevard County was under a state of emergency Friday as a voracious wildfire consumed 18,000 acres and firefighters planned backburns to contain it. Now the story goes on, crews from 27 agencies, and you can see the smoke from outer space, blah blah blah. They're talking like they can't get this fire under control for at least a week. Florida is under severe drought. Link below, of course. Let's go over to the extinction protocol, and let's start. A new scientific study finds dormant volcanoes can awaken in months. And based out of the Philippines, until now it was thought that once a volcano's magma chamber had cooled down, it remained dormant for centuries before it could remobilize by fresh magma. A theoretical model developed by this guy out of Orleans Institute of Earth Sciences, together with U.S. researcher, was tested on 2 major eruptions and completely overturned this hypothesis. The reawakening of a chamber could take place in just a few months. Story continues. We have another quake storm in Iceland. Seismic activity increases again at Iceland's Krisavik volcano. And they've got a nice little earthquake swarm going on right there. Hawaii, a new look at the fissure eruption near Pu'u and O'o and Napau crater. I'm sorry if I killed those. Apparently a new vent formed between these 2 volcanoes. The floor dropped out, the lava shot up into the air, and it's now erupting, obviously. And there are videos all over the place about this. So Mount Kilauea is definitely, or Hawaii is definitely gearing up, and we've been watching earthquakes all week out of Hawaii. Sphere piece. Mystery: a dozen animals dropped dead in zoo in India. They're not really sure. They're looking into it. Got an H5N1 avian bird flu pandemic is underway in animals. So here we go with the big H5N1 scare again. It's spreading across the globe. Scientists alarmed as bumblebees numbers plunge worldwide. That is a very bad sign. We need the bees. They pollinate what, 2/3 of most of the food we eat. And I can report that I've been having bumblebees every year in my yard, but I set out my garden to attract them. Another fear piece about the moon on the 19th. It's going to be at its closest perigee to Earth's in 18 years. So expect really high tides, blah blah blah. Super tides claim life of several swimmers in Dubai. Apparently they had a huge tide surge come in and sweep a couple of tourists out to sea. 2 men died. They tried to save them, pulled from the water. We know the story. And over to earthchangescott.net. We have the Hawaii story, of course, and they're coming out with some more 2 sun stories. 2 suns in Manchester and 2 suns in Russia. Again, are they sun dogs? I'm thinking they're sun dogs. But just seems like that's the going thing right now. We had the 2 sun film out of China. I believe that was the moon. But I'm not a professional, so don't quote me. Another story in the Iceland earthquake swarm. Japan, 50 melon-headed whales stranded. 22 of them were rescued, and if you remember a couple days before the New Zealand quake that was so tragic, a bunch of whales beached up there, and they had a heck of a time getting them back in the water, and they lost a bunch of them. So I don't know if this is a sign. Whales beach all the time. And they got a new look at first look at new volcano fissure erupting in Hawaii. And again, like I said before, we got that new vent pumping out. U.S. Mom sheltering child dies as tornado hits Louisiana town. The southeast United States just been getting hammered. The Ohio Valley's just flooding. There's all kinds of craziness going on here in the United States weather-wise. I think today and tomorrow you guys are going to get a reprieve, but another system's rolling through. And that's just the way it goes this time of year. Earthquake magnitude 6.5 in the South Sandwich Island region. That's north of Australia. 6.2 in Chile. And over to Disaster Alert Network. We have an avalanche in Sweden. They're sending out crews to go find people. Just a big avalanche rumbled down a valley, and search teams with dogs have been dispersed. We've got flooding in Spain. Floods have devastated a port municipality. I'm not going to kill the name of this town, Algeciras. Apparently the high tide came in and they had such heavy rain, the sewage system couldn't handle it, and it all backed up, and all that rain and just flooding. They were telling people don't even go out in your cars at all. And one more story. Flash floods in California, western North California. This morning, scattered down trees and power outages have been reported. Issued flash flood warnings for Macon, Jackson, Transylvania, Henderson, Polk, and Rutherford counties this morning. A warning means flooding is already underway, and they're having heavy rains, and again, that's that next system that's going to be rolling through the United States. That is about it for today. Of course, if I missed anything, please let me know. Until the next time, enjoy it while you can, everybody.